don't get it twisted. You know, I am a fan, but I'm not a crazy bitch and delusional. But it really upsets me when, like, I get upset when good groups or good artists, you know, go away for stupid reasons. Fugees. Fuck Lauryn Hill. You fucked up the Fugees for me. Thank you. Like, you know, I get upset because of that, because I'm a big music fan of, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me. I'm big into music. That's my passion. So when I see shit like this, it pisses me off.
Actually, I was more yang about Lauryn Hill fucking up.
Oh, well, whatever. Dude, have you seen her lately?
She is so weird. She, like, made a whole
she
album
like a clown
where
face.
she played every instrument. And
yeah, bitch is crazy.
I don't know. She's I don't know. All I can say is that I'm actually kind of glad that I'm not. Because when I was most into them, at my peak, most into them was in the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning when I first discovered them. Then I kind of got over them. I'm so glad that I have not put all of my K-pop love into them.
Put your eggs in all in one basket.
Because if that was the case, I would be dying right now.
So you'd be me.
Yeah.
You'd be me.
I would be dying right now.
You know? Oh, God, this sucks balls, man. All right.
So all I can do is just laugh because it's just getting more ridiculous and more ridiculous.
It just pisses me off. The more and more the more days that go by, the more bullshit that comes out. It's just really penting up my frustration to the point where I'm just like, what the fuck? Where I just like want to hop on a plane, smack the 5 of them, and like, get over this shit, dude. Whatever it is, get over it.
It's kind of hard to keep the faith when they come out on stage.
Yeah, salty as fuck.
On TV, looking the way that they do. Like, that doesn't really inspire hope.
Yeah, let's keep the faith. While
I look ill sitting next to this person.
I want to vomit because you're touching my shoulder.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Jesus.
She plays bets.
On when they're gonna break up?
No,
that's so sad.
Like on during the interviews, if you know, and
who looks at each other,
who look at each other.
I'll take that bet. They ain't looking at each other for the rest of like the year. Not
like,
you know,
an accidental glance, like
like oh shit, I looked. Fuck.
Yeah, it's almost like that,
dude. I'm telling you right now, and mark my words. The second one of them look at each other, like you know the 3 and them 2. There's going to be like a shitload of pictures, screenshots, gifs. They looked at each other. It's going to happen. I'm waiting for it.
So there were a few people that were, I kind of felt bad because they were like, oh, they're all getting along now.
No, bitch.
Are you idiot?
No. No, they're not.
They're covering it up more nicely than before. But no. Not compared to the way that they were before.
God damn it. I wish I knew how to get on like Mickey's like mini homepie. I'd just be like, dude, sack up. Like seriously.
How is it that he plays it off so nice?
I don't know.
He's just like, what is he getting out of this?
I don't know.
Does he mentally pep himself every day?
I'll give him props though. He comes out with game face. Like he
but
you know,
isn't he always like
he's always been like that.
Unless you know he's smacking a bitch.
Snatching some cameras out of people's hands.
Cameras, or you know.
I give him props because he can put on the face. He can put on that I'm good face. You know, like nothing's wrong.
You wouldn't know what was going on.
And I'll give him props for that because the other fucking 4 members, yeah, they can't do shit. They can't cover it up to save their lives.
I guess it's hard for them to sit next to somebody that they're not on the same page with. I guess.
I would understand because I'm not the type to be fake, but if I'm trying to be professional. Suck that shit up. You got to be professional in that point.
I guess that was as professional. I guess that was as professional as they could get on TV.
For now, we'll see what happens.
Because I could imagine that they've had some interesting things to say to each other behind the scenes, and to get out there and then all of a sudden be looking at each other,
what's
you know,
up, buddy?
adoringly, and be all charismatic and
twinkle
stuff.
in the eye. Yeah,
I would find that hard.
Oh Lord! All right. Well,
Lord knows I don't want to be next to Cynthia when I'm at her.
Lord knows I don't want to be next to you either, homie. Shit. Like that's what it is. Like who was it that I was telling? Vicky, because Vicky, my coworker Vicky, she tells me like that I can kind of be fake sometimes to like people. Like you know, there's some people here at work I just don't like. Right? Let's be real. But you know, I'll be cordial to them. You know, whatever. And, you know, I'll give a fake laugh here and there, but just, you know, to appease them so I don't look like a douchebag. But then she'll look at me and she's like, you're so fake. I'm like, yeah, well, what do you want me to do?
Keeping the peace.
Keeping the peace, exactly.
Because you don't want to burn your bridges.
Exactly.
Because that person you might not like, but, you know, they might actually help you out with something
later on.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's in a business setting, I'll be like that. But normally, like, personally, I'm not fake. Like, if I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm not going to talk to you and, you know, amp it up and be like, hey, whatever. No, I'll just avoid you at all costs because I don't like you. So, whatever.
See, now, if this were in America, they would have just flat out been like, we're not getting along.
Oh, seriously.
That shit would have broke out a long ass time ago.
Let's be real.
It would have been like...
Let's be real. TMZ would have had the whole story and all the story already. And we would have known what would happen months ago.
That's the thing that, like, Asian people, like, over there in the entertainment industry, J-pop and stuff, like, they suck it up. Mm-hmm. Like, they fake it or whatever. But see, that has a drawback because then when the truth comes out, you're like taken by surprise.
What? Yeah, exactly.
And then you don't realize that it was actually worse than it was.
Right. You get fucking, you know, Noriko Sakai's and Kusanagi running nakeds and type stories, and you're like, I mean, because you
have a lot of people that believe that, you know, like there are groups that are together that don't really get along.
Right. Hello, Katoon.
Katoon is the
great example.
That was actually the example I was going for.
Well, there you go. Katoon.
That was
great
one
example.
of the prime examples I was going for. They have completely different social lives.
Oh, hell yeah.
And there are certain members, they hang out with each other more than others. And they say it every single time that when they do the summer tours, that's the only time they all get together. Mm-hmm. Whereas you have people like Kanjani who have birthday parties for each other right. and just hang out for no reason at all. Mm-hmm. You know, it tells you something.
There you
go. Yeah. Hey.
Maybe TVXQ should take a number from, you know, Kanjani.
I wonder about that. Like, because some of these people are forced to live in the same house. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm like...
That's what I'm interested in knowing, if they're still living together in Japan.
Because, I mean, people like Katoon and Johnny's, they don't all live together. They were never in dormitories.
No, never. They all live in their own house.
From their house to the studio to the training thing, wherever they needed to be, and then they would go home.
Exactly.
Which is why they all have independent social lives.
Right. So,
whatever.
All right, well, yeah, that's great. Moving on. Yeah, there's more TVXQ news, but really, I'm just over it at this point. They performed at the FNS Music Festival, where they performed Rainy Blues and Stand By You. Yeah, Stand By You. That's a great song. Great message you're sending out there, boys. Woo! All right, moving on. Do I sound bitter? Nah. No, I don't.
Junsu with, what is it, Yuchun with his smiley face, Junsu with his grimy face,
yep.
Jeju looking like he wants to die,
yep.
Yunho looking ill, and Changmin looking like he wants to take a knife to somebody.
And stab somebody. Yep. I saw his airport pictures, like that Changmin and Yunho coming back from Japan a few days ago. My God, two things. One, give Changmin some chapstick. Number one. I love the kid. I love his lips, but give him some chapstick. It's cold, so I understand. Just give him some chapstick.
It's a regular form lip.
Right. Shut up. I agree with you.
There is something weird about
no, it's
his
not.
upper lip.
Shut up. No, it's fine.
He just has really wide lips.
Yes, that's all it is. Number two. He was even when he was just with Yunho coming back from the airport, homeboy had the saltiest, grimy look on his face. I'm like, you're free from the other three. Dude, crack a smile.
He sticks to Yunho like a lifeline.
Oh my God.
Like, he won't go far from him.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he's within less than a foot away from him at all times, it seems now.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, to be able to dissect what the fuck is going on would take like 30 shows.
Oh my God.
I can't do this anymore. Whatever, let's move on. We've talked enough about this already.
It's just because it's like the topic, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Every week. Every week. Seriously, I can't think of a topic that we haven't talked about consistently every week besides these fools.
It doesn't end.
And it's not going to end for another month.
It doesn't end. It just adds. It's like a really nice saga.